All right, Kliff Kingsbury, no longer the football coach of the Arizona Cardinals. You wonder, he had just signed an extension. Bill Bidwell, it just signed. Is
Michael Bidwell?
Michael Bidwell, that's right. He had just signed an extension through 2027. He's going to get some bag. He's going to get a cash load. Does he end up taking some time off, or does he end up in the rotation somewhere in college football?
I'll tell you, I'm going to give two jobs, one NFL job and one college job. NFL job, Patriots offensive coordinator. I could really see that happening. Bill Belichick, look, Mac Jones is going to be there for another couple of years unless Bill Belichick finds a way to trade him, and their backup is Bailey Zappi. So they've got guys who have run spread offenses before. Ramondre Stevenson had a fantastic year at running back for them. He came out of a what? A spread offense at Oklahoma. Okay.
Yeah.
And
you know, he was better this year than I thought he would be. I thought it would take him a couple of years, but he was pretty productive.
He was really good. And they cannot keep going forward with Matt Patricia as their offensive coordinator. And Bill Belichick is no dummy. As much as he may stand by his decisions, he'll find Matt Patricia another job on that staff. It makes a lot of sense if Kliff wants to stay in the NFL. In college, I will tell you where I think he might wind up, especially if the guy, whose job he would take jumps to the NFL, and then Bill O'Brien would be the Alabama OC.
It's time for the Nick Saban rehab tour, right?
Exactly. So, and those guys, Nick Saban and Bill Belichick, are buddy. They're cut from the same little Cleveland Browns tree and all that stuff. So I would not be surprised to see one of those other things happen.
Yeah, I mean, looking back on it, how did he get that job to begin with? I think we're all at the time just after what he did at Tech, really? That's what sold you on it? But I know it was Johnny Football and, obviously some Mahomes in there too. I mean, you look at those two guys and what he did, him returning to the college level would not be a surprise, but him sticking around in the NFL would not be a surprise either. I suppose just, what's his preference? Does he enjoy more of that pro game? Does he want to get back into the college coaching ranks and maybe go get himself a head coaching college job somewhere? The carousel's pretty much, over. So, he could certainly jump in and do the, rehab stint with Saban at some point. But, yeah, I'm sure he'll have a lot of options. And it'll just be, like I said, down to whatever his preference is. Some guys are seemingly better built for college. Some guys more pro style. I don't know where he really falls on that. I don't know really where he falls on recruiting. And, shoot, he was in a different college football when he was last in it. He wasn't in NIL college football. He wasn't in transfer portal college football. So I don't know if that's something that appeals to him or makes him want to run away even further to the NFL systems. But yeah, I mean, that's not a surprise. It's a little dysfunctional pairing at the moment, he and Kyler, and just overall the Cardinals needed to make a move. I think that was pretty obvious that this was coming, and so yeah, not a surprise at all, and very curious to see what they do, because not just him, it's their GM as well. So the Cardinals are in for a little bit of an overhaul in that front office, and obviously when you got Kyler and you got some of the weapons around him, you got a window, man. You gotta take advantage of it. You know what? Kyler's got to be on his too. He's got to look in the mirror a little bit this offseason and grow up a bit. So
it was going to be a bad year when Kyler started. He was barking a little bit.
The video game stuff that really kind of.
And whoever released that, and I don't know if anyone got the contract, but whoever released that out, somebody had to have released that out because they wanted it out.
Poisoned the well.
Well, the
NFL contracts, you can get them. I mean, so
yeah, I know.
Everybody knows.
But man, you got to go.
It was Ian Rappaport who found it.
Well, he's good at what he does.
Yeah. So.
Well, and then this news today.